This is part 3 of Telepathy, the Pnti, and OFC. I'm Sue Walker. The really good news is that after just about any interaction with a telepathic species, your ability to learn to control your own telepathy will come much faster and easier. You've been plugged in, turned on, and new neural pathways are being laid down with each communication you have. Your brain is learning to use areas that have laid dormant. You, you're being wired for sound, so to speak. Now you just need to practice. This is a skill like any other skill. It gets better with repetition and feedback, and it doesn't take long at all before you'll be able to distinguish different telepathic voices. But it's more than that. It's the emotional recognition of an individual, too. We reach out seeking right minded, mature, honest, open earth humans who are ready to put down their fears. We are listening for your telepathic pings. We are also increasing our soft contact or in person visits, and we would love to hear your invitation to us. To help change all this, in December of 2017, the Telepathy 101 primer, dictated to us by Pnti, was published online and soon translated into 10 major Earth languages, with more coming. So here's the big news. After about a month of practicing your telepathy for about 30 minutes a day, you too begin to learn to distinguish different telepathic voices. But there's more. This year, 2018, about 100 days after the Telepathy 101 primer was published and translated, people from all over the world began reporting back that they were receiving visits. The primer was working. We got reports from more than a dozen countries: Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean, Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Sweden, Switzerland, England, Scotland, France, Ireland, the United States, and the list goes on, and it just keeps growing. What's more is those contacted around the earth began to send us back evidence that the Pnti had visited them. If you would like, you can see those photos and that evidence, those videos, on the evidence page of officialfirstcontact.com. We have more evidence and more postings coming in on a regular basis. We'll talk about that evidence more in detail in our other video presentation you can find on YouTube called Inviting ET, How to Host Your Own CE5 Event. You can look for that. If you yourself are interested in a visit from the Pnti, our suggestion would be to start with the Telepathy 101 primer. You can download your own free copy from officialfirstcontact.com. We will also be going over the details of the primer in that workshop and answering your questions about how you can learn to do your own telepathy much easier. When we do the Telepathy 101 workshop, we cover things like it's more than just a voice in your head, and how to get started, and holding telepathic states, and trusting your own perceptions, and maximizing your skills and protocols that they've taught us. So it's a fun course. If you get a chance, I encourage it. While the Pnti are normally nocturnal, they have let us know that they are very aware that folks are paying attention and observing. They're not the only star nation that has indicated an interest in visiting. We suggest that you pay very close attention to your peripheral vision, guys, and any images that you might catch in an angled reflection, whether that reflection is from a mirror, a window, a sliding glass door. What are you looking for when you're trying to spot the Pnti? Well, You know that shimmer you see off of hot pavement, or that invisibility cloaked perception that they portray in the Predator movies? It's like that, honestly. That's pretty real. And so you're looking for that shimmer effect. It's easier with the peripheral than it is with the frontal. It's easier when there's a plain background rather than a pattern. If you're outside at night, the Pnti have told us that night vision cameras work so for trying to photograph them, but full spectrum cameras are fabulous and more effective. Um, we also recommend watching, if you're here in Albuquerque, straight over the very top of the Sandia Mountain, looking for things going straight up so fast that you just see a bare white trail. Occasionally, you can see a line going through the clouds. Um, but here in Albuquerque, whether it's day or night, we have regular sightings. A crew that went out during a recent conference was out for 2 hours and counted 19 the first night and 26 sightings the second. And that's pretty consistent with our observations as well. So if you're looking up at the sky during the day, watching the clouds, what are you looking for? We're first They tell us all ships that enter Earth's atmosphere are capable of generating cloud camouflage. That's just a given. But they can actually shape and form the clouds into anything they want. If you spot perfect circles or eyes forming in the clouds, continue to watch those and see what kind of cloud artistry gets created around the eye, and then watch for edges of a ship. Occasionally, the cloud camouflage they create around these vessels doesn't quite cover the entire ship. If we spot an edge, we kindly send up a telepathic hello, we introduce ourselves, and let them know, hey, your ship is showing. Usually, when we do that, we get a quick blink, blink back as if to say thank you, and then the cloud camouflage gets beefed up a little bit more. Speaking of blink blink, that's something that we need to teach you. Uh, we were taught that the standard greeting for anyone from ground to the sky space overhead is translated as hello the clouds. It doesn't matter if there's a cloud in the sky, it just acknowledges the standard greeting for any vessel that can create cloud camouflage, because that's usually the way that they're portrayed. Say hello the clouds, introduce yourself, ask the pilot to double blink their lights. We call that unofficial request blink blink. Would you please blink blink? Okay. We don't have a lot of time left here, so I wanted to save just a few minutes to go over a few of the things that the Pnti have shared about their language, um, common words or phrases. The word for friend is tlili, tlili. If you say hello, my name is Tahatli to say Sue. Tahatli to say Sue. My name is Sue. Thank you is tick tick, or you can do a tongue click also. Uh, while we are on the subject of tick tick, we must give a huge shout out to our graphic design volunteer Dodo Cat. Dodo Cat helped us do the visuals for this and all of the presentations we have here on YouTube, as well as the cover of our Inviting ET book. Dodo Cat is a college student at the moment and just a fabulous gal. We bless her and thank her for all her hard work. Our time here is drawn to a close, and I know you probably have lots and lots more questions. Hopefully, we have some answers. Feel free to hop onto Twitter, ask questions of the Sandia crew, or Otter, or myself. We will leave you with their Twitter account at Sandia Wisdom, or Sandia the ET on Twitter. You can also find them on Facebook. But go ahead and feel free to interact as you can, or as you wish to. And we'll leave you with a phrase that our friends from Pontel have taught us. Is a phrase, is a way of saying goodbye. Wear your day with ease. Tick tick, everyone, for letting us speak to you today and listening to this presentation. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have, and hope to see you purchasing your inviting ET book and practicing your exercises in the Telepathy 101 primer, and getting back to us about your experiences with the Pnti. Again, tick tick, and thank you.